A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace. Why are you opening your mouth wide like that? It's not time. Bring the camera out. She's ready.
Every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Adam using money to validate the individual.
They should certainly be firing you and get someone of the appropriate age to do such a low-level job.
Death bombs. This guy is ruthless. As I'm scrolling through X, I come across this viral video of this guy that I've never seen before, absolutely decapitating an OnlyFans girl. Now, this happened on the Whatever podcast, which is a podcast I don't typically watch. It was such a ruthless video that I had to even retweet it, which isn't something I typically do with this sort of content, and I never put it in my Instagram stories. I even put this clip in my Instagram stories because truthfully, I agreed with a lot of what he was saying. Now, peripherally, I noticed who's sitting at the table, Adam22. Now, Adam22 has been covered on this channel slightly in the past. I never went deep into his content and what he does, but he is a part of this whole debacle. And there's so much going on here that I don't even want to get in the way of the story. Let's just get into it.
There was a gentleman here named Nick. He was explaining to everyone how the show is going to proceed and giving us the basics on, how to pay attention, how to track the speaker, how to be respectful, in other words. There was one person who was not paying attention while he was talking. Who was that?
That was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
Now, this is where it gets very intense.
Out of everyone sitting here, why are you the one that's sitting here being disrespectful?
Because I was turning off my alarm, and I didn't want to forget to do it later.
Sure, I hear you. Because you're a disrespectful person. I agree that you think you didn't say anything disrespectful. I agree that you think you weren't being disrespectful because that's your actual nature.
Because I was on my phone when I didn't.
Why were you the only one?
Phone?
I got two phones right here. I got two phones.
Oh, pulls out two phones. My man got the burner, and he's got the traditional for the family. This guy's hitting it from every angle.
You're just angry right now.
I think you're just as expressive as I am.
You're
and I think
angry.
when a woman kind of barks back at you, it's an issue.
Well, there's no need to bark.
But
We're
you've
humans.
been
You can just talk. A lot of things will be hard for you to comprehend. That's why you're in sex work, because you can't offer value in the marketplace.
Where'd the bomb come from? I don't know where the bomb... Look at the girl in the middle. Look at her mouth. He completely just lambasted her. I think that's the term. He just smacked her from the side. And you can see right away, Adam22, he's taken at the heart because he makes his money as a sex worker, essentially. He's devolved into a sex worker. Very interesting, powerful statement. And there's a drama between Marquette Burton and Adam22 that I'm going to get into in a second.
I think I have a lot more to offer than just being on OnlyFans.
If you had significant IQ and skill set, you'd be able to go into the marketplace and earn a good income such that you didn't have to do that.
Can you at least scoot your mic that way? There you go.
She wasn't listening to the directions. That's why she didn't know.
Got him.
Just interrupting.
Listener, and I'm a cheater.
And don't worry, I'm not really talking to you. I'm speaking against you as a symbol. So don't take personal offense to it.
A symbol of what?
A symbol of a declining society where people lack values. So the point is this. If you had IQ and skills to offer to the marketplace, you can earn a good income. Being that the most valuable thing about you is something that you never earned. You didn't earn knowledge. You didn't earn skills. It's your breast that you're paid for and your butthole. So you market that to earn money.
Okay, because I'm the only woman who's barking back at you like I'm this brain dead fucking bimbo who has nothing to offer to society.
Not why.
I mean, then what?
Let's test it. Let's test it real quick. Okay, what's your age?
I'm 28, but I'm not testing. I'm not doing a test.
You're 28.
I'm getting up there. You're right.
Amazing.
My eggs are drying up.
Okay.
I'm not going to be fertile. No one's going to want me. I'm not a high value woman. Like,
that's
what
fine.
else?
So he's hitting her from every angle and he keeps pouring it on. We're going to finish in a second, but do I like his approach? I think it's entertaining. That's why I'm covering it. It stopped me in my tracks on X, which rarely happens, and I had to actually address it. But man, the fact now that he's attacking her age, on top of the fact that she's essentially a digital prostitute, and I've used that term before, and I don't think most people would argue the fact that that's what this really is. You're selling yourself online for money. We all sell something. She sells, in his words, her butthole.
If you weren't doing OnlyFans, how would you earn a six-figure plus income?
I work at one of the I work at one of the best clubs in Las Vegas.
You seem like you're having trouble with English for a second.
Not really helping her cause when she can't speak. That hurts, right? Because he's attacking her intelligence and then she can't articulate her ideas clearly, which is just, it is what it is.
I'm a little thrown off by you attacking me because I think a lot of these other girls...
That's because people never address you.
And I respect
people never address you directly.
Here. I think you're just attacking me because I'm responding to you, and you don't like that, and you don't like women who go against what you have to say.
That's fine.
And that's why you choose the women that you do.
Do you mind answering the question I asked you?
What is the question?
Okay, I'll say it one more time. What skills do you have that would help you earn a 6-figure plus income at age 28?
You're right, nothing. There's no skills that I have at all.
You're trying to escape.
There's nothing.
But I'm saying
there's no skills. No, you're right.
Because
you're right.
you're a cocktail server in
right.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right?
And there's nothing else that I have to offer. Please,
but the fact is, I live in Las Vegas. I've seen your type many times. Generally, they're younger.
Gotcha.
But the point is this.
Old, I know, man.
No, really. Honestly, they should be firing you. I hope
someone marries me.
Yeah, no, they should be. I don't know about that, but they should certainly be firing you and get someone of the appropriate age to do such a low-level job.
Oh.
Death bombs. This guy is ruthless. Ruthless. Now, a lot of you guys are gonna go, what's his problem? He has hang-ups with. It does seem to me that he has this internal anger, like someone's hurt him. You guys have heard me talk about pornography and how I think free porn specifically is very dangerous, specifically for young men, because it erases the barrier of entry and you're able to just indulge in this quick dopamine fix, and you're not actually building meaningful connections in the real world. That's something that I stand by. A lot of weirdos jumped in the comments, were like, what's your obsession with porn? I don't have an obsession with porn. I'm just saying that it absolutely does take away from a man's ambition to want to connect in a meaningful way. I'm saying most people use it incorrectly, especially when it's for free. Now, he's attacking it from a slightly different perspective. He seems to be going out for blood, and it's making for a great clip, but is there some unresolved going on in there? Seems like it. I don't know, though.
Why are you opening your mouth wide like that? It's not time. Bring the camera out. She's ready.
I'd be shocked. She can do whatever she wants. She's fine.
Now, you saw Adam22's head turn there. He took great offense to that. Now, you're probably wondering, why is he reacting this way? Well, I already told you that Adam22 is a sex worker. Him and his wife make a living through pornography on the internet. He lets people have sex with his wife, and that's his choice. You know, you guys are expecting me to go, that's horrible. Do I think it's like the optimal way to live your life? That's his choice. I think if the whole world lived that way, we would live in a fucking hellscape. But I'm more into monogamy, the nuclear family, raising your kids correctly, having them see their mom in a way that's productive and encouraging for them, so that they have confidence that their parents are put together in a way that's not weird. There's not some random guy coming in and the shit out of her. To me, that's just disgusting. But Marquette Burton was once on the No Jumper podcast, and everything was fine apparently, but when he got off the podcast, Adam22 started talking shit about him, and they ended up having a huge fallout. Now, the host of this podcast had no idea, so when he booked both of them on, it was a recipe for disaster. So you have those two things happening simultaneously underneath the surface, and it's about to erupt.
I think you are trying to be rude.
No, I'm just being honest.
No, and you're only calling me brainless because I'm the only one responding to you.
Just so you know, every girl sitting on this side of the table earns more money than him.
Yeah.
Stop.
He's an imposter. He's been outed in the past.
And he's mad about it.
He basically
And he's mad.
LARPs as
Honestly,
a rich guy on the internet.
If I was
And
absolutely
on
poor, it
behalf
would mean
of
nothing.
all the girls,
It would mean nothing.
I think we all are in kind of in
That's
agreement that
amazing.
we don't really want to sit here and listen to someone who's basically a scam artist tell us what's wrong with our
Yeah,
lives.
This is amazing.
What do you do
So
for work?
I'm
This is amazing.
How do you
kind
make
of on the
money?
edge of
What do you do
walking
for
out,
work?
Brian. I'm gonna be totally
What do you
real.
do for work?
And
I'm
I'm not
utter-
walking out on like a
yeah.
What do you do
clickbait
for work?
level. I just don't
No, what
really
do you
want to
do for
listen to a
work?
scam artist
You
tell me
can,
what's so
What do
wrong
you
with
do for
our
work?
Google my
lifestyles,
name.
right?
You can Google
I don't
my
fucking
name
know who
right
you
now.
are.
I hurt your feelings earlier, and
You didn't hurt my
I
feelings
did
at
hurt
all.
your
It's just you're
feelings
trying to
earlier. And
do
the
this whole
chat
moral
is hurting your
superiority
feelings.
thing, and it's not
The
working
whole
because
chat is
you're
hurting
broke.
your feelings. The whole
You're
chat is-
actually broke.
All right, I have to jump in before this hits ahead. Adam22 speaking on this guy coming off as someone who's morally superior, which I completely agree. He does have this tone that can be construed as being maybe he's a little bit full of himself, right? But is he morally superior? I don't know how he lives his life, but his message certainly resonates with what I would consider to be moral values that are upstanding. Now, what confuses me about Adam22 is he's saying you're speaking about moral superiority, but you're broke. They're not mutually exclusive. Adam just eliminated himself from the argument. He's saying you have to be rich to be worthy of speaking about morals. To me, that is the most illogical shit I've heard all day.
Why did you
If
do
I
an
still had
NFT
a-
scam on your fans for
Look,
like
if I still
$400?
had- silliness.
see.
Checkmate.
Silliness.
This guy's a scammer.
I
I
think
think I'm going to
Adam,
leave, and if any of you girls want to leave with me, I'd be happy to take you with me.
That is the most corny thing I've ever heard. He says, I'm gonna leave, and if any of you girls want to leave with me. It's like, come on, such a fucking cornball, man. Now, I don't know him. Maybe in real life he's a dope dude, but you know what has come out about Adam22. Him now being with an underage girl. A lot of people like to sweep that under the rug. Uncle Steve didn't forget. He's claiming that this Marquette cat is a scam artist, and if I'm gonna say this guy has made some pretty decent points, albeit I don't fully agree with his messaging and the way he went about it, I had to do a little bit of research. And it seems as if Marquette has a brand called Saint and the Sinner. The claim is that he had an NFT at one point, as Adam had said, and he had rug pulled it for $2,000 from his fans. And you can even see here, he left up the community post from a year ago where he said limited supply, here's the coin, it's available for purchase. Yeah, people seem to be excited for him. And this was at a time, by the way, where NFTs were popping off, right? Everyone and their mother had a NFT at this point. So apparently, let's get into it. If you look at the TVL, the total value locked, it looks like the pool was at 2,000 for a couple of days before collapsing to zero. If you look at the trader section, there's a bunch of transactions for, quote, removing liquidity. The transactions are going to his address, which has his own NFTs on them. So if this is true, and again, there's no way for me to really look into it and check. I'm not CoffeeZilla here, but it's apparent that he did a measly rug pull for $2,000. To me, seems very unfortunate. Now, for his day job, for his regular income, I'm assuming, he has these courses. You can check it out for yourself here on the screen. He has a background apparently in technology. So that's his main thing, and teaching men how to be men, but he's obviously well over into the red pill space, which is kind of the Andrew Tate world where, you know, teach you how to talk to women and how to be masculine and those things.
You're not on the level of me
Adam,
or
in the
any
light,
of these girls.
Again, Adam using money to validate the individual. This is the sign of a low-level person. Adam believes that you can make a lot of money selling your butt online, and that gives you some sort of pedestal that you can stand on. And obviously that's stupid.
I'm done,
No,
Brian.
Adam.
I don't want to listen to this guy anymore, and I feel like I might do something extreme if I were to stick around.
Hold on.
When I first walked in, I
I
said,
might
"Do you
have
want
to
the fade?"
polish that milk dud.
When I first walked,
Guys,
when I saw you
appreciate you
downstairs,
guys.
I said, "Do you want the fade?" And you said no.
Wow.
Okay.
See what you
When I
fucking
first
did?
walked in, I said, "Do you want
Thanks
the
a
fade?"
lot.
You said no. We could have took care of that before the show started. As soon as I walked up, I said, "Do you need that fade?" And he said, "No, it's
Can
just
you grab
content."
this guy?
He asked him, do you need to leave a like for this video? And then he said yes.
But I mean, like, did you guys have like a previous?
Yeah,
wait,
because I
what's
went
that?
on No Jumper. He waited until I left the state of California, and then he started talking crazy. And I said, if you had an issue with Marquette Burton, you could have said that to me when I was right there in your studio. He was not supposed to be here. You guys didn't tell me he was here until I had already spent a tremendous amount of money, got out here,
Okay.
and I was on my way.
I had no idea that I don't watch his podcast on frequently. I didn't know that you guys had any issues whatsoever.
I think it's just like he feels ashamed about what he's doing. It hurt his feelings. Like he like makes up something about me. I didn't get like all emotional, like, oh my God, you like, it doesn't bother me. It's like
but-
silliness.
Good point. We see a reaction, and an emotional reaction is typically because you've been triggered by some form of truth. And I see it in my comments all the time. If I write a community post and I say something that triggers something within you that maybe you're not completely proud of, or you don't feel like anyone should be commenting on, you guys respond in a way that's very typical of someone who is being triggered. Part of my issue with content creation in general is it tends to lean towards complete degeneracy. That's just the way it is. It gets the clicks and you guys want to argue about it, but the fact is you guys don't click on videos unless someone's on fire. And that's just a testament to human beings in general, I think. We love a good circus. Now, apart from content creation, we talk about self-development. Now, I've married those two for myself personally because it's a huge part of my life. I'm able to be prolific and active online because I have a certain regimen. I show up consistently with a consistent personality because I take care of myself, from my fitness to my diet to everything. And self-development, although it's a muddied word now, has been a huge part of it, elevating my mind and my body. The issue is you have guys, no offense to Marquette, that have done things that are scammy, that are grifty in nature, that have really muddied the waters for self-development. Now, I don't have a crypto coin to sell you, but I do have a free newsletter that's focused on discipline, habits, and building a better person. We talk about everything from getting vice-free. If you're dependent on substances, we talk about that. I have experience in that. And we talk about mastering your morning routine and how to sort of realign throughout the day. If you guys are interested in, I also offer a few free ebooks as well on my website, so click the link below. Strangle Gang, as always, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.